Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aquarius. I'm the Can Astrologer. My name is Abby. And this is a reading for the very end of February, beginning part of March 2024. But whenever you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates, then there can be messages meant for you. Doesn't matter when. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do understand that energies can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed, and that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies with them. It's just a matter of balance. So I could be talking to a masculine or a male and be speaking about the Empress energy. It's just your feminine side, or vice versa. Just like I said, place yourself where you need to go. Don't force it, and leave what doesn't fit. So, Aquarius. The song that I had on pre-shuffle for you when I was getting the cards ready is interesting. It's called Scars by Papa Roach. I've met Papa Roach in their dressing room, of all things. I was like a fly on the wall, and Jacoby literally walked up to me and he was like, "Hi, I'm Jacoby Shaddix." I'm like, "Hi, I know." It was the craziest thing. My friends are their producers or whatever, so that's why I got that opportunity. But it was like one of the coolest moments of my life. Most down to earth band in the world. Just so you guys know this. Anyway, their music, I think, really shows how grounded they are and the roots of where they come from, which is why they're a well-loved band, because it's relatable. So this song, Scars, it's called I tear my heart, or I'm sorry, the lyrics. I tear my heart open, I sew myself shut. My weakness is that I care too much. And my scars remind me that the past is real. I tear my heart open just to feel. And then it goes on to say, I can't help you fix yourself, but at least I can say I tried. I'm sorry, but I got to move on with my own life. So this is talking about scars that you've developed from the past, from past relationships, from putting yourself out there, from helping as many people as you can. I mean, like Aquarius, you guys are wonderful people. I've got some of the best people in my lives, or in my lives. I've had multiple lives. It feels like it at this point. I have a lot of Aquarius friends and family members. And while you are an air sign, which is all about communication and deep intuitive thought, you're like the water of the air signs. And water is all about emotions and feelings. And you are very caring. For the people that you do care about, you bend over backwards. You do whatever you can to help them out. You support them until the bitter end. And that's what this is talking about. You're at the bitter end of something. You can't help them. You can't help someone fix themselves, but at least you can say that you tried. But now it's time for you to move on with your own life, to a new life. It could be a whole new situation, new place, new person, new relationship. But it's time for you to move forward, and let people of the past really fix themselves. Some of them are going to do just fine. That's what they need in order to start that whole new process, right? Others, they'll learn the hard way, but that's what happens, and I feel like, and especially if they're a good person, good things will happen to them, but it's like you've done your part, you've fulfilled your soul contract to whoever that is, and now it's time to honor your own. So that's what scars are talking about. You'll always wear that scar that you can look back and remember, but those lessons are what become the blessing, right? So moving forward, let's see how that plays into the message today. We're going to start out with the tea leaf fortune cards, and we'll pull 3 of those. Then I'm going to do a Celtic cross with the tattoo tarot, and then I've got the cannabis. I can't even talk today. The metaphysical cannabis oracle, and then we'll end it with the music oracle because I haven't pulled those in a while. So what do we have for Aquarius for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity for the greater good, please, spirits? 3 cards for Aquarius, please. Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What do they need to know? Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Underneath the... That's some bullshit. Okay. So, okay, underneath the deck, we've got dealings or relationship with an older woman. Now, here's the thing, and this is what I said, this is some bullshit. Clarification, so I know I'm on point with this one. Double clarification, I know I'm exactly correct. So, this card is older woman. There's a picture of an older woman. She's like a grandma, right? But this older, like an older woman in your life, doesn't matter what age you are. She could be like a year older than you. Doesn't have to be a grandma. But you also could be dealing with an older woman who's like a grandmother or something like that. Someone with white hair. Anyway. Not triggered. I'm just saying. Your cards so far are fabulous. And I'll explain in just a moment. We need one more, please, spirits, for Aquarius. Aw. What the hell? Here's the thing. I already get it. And then we've got younger man dealing with a relationship with a younger man. And what's funny is, like, this younger man could be you, could be another person. Like, you don't have to have a long ponytail, right? So, or they don't. So we have an older woman, younger man. This could be a relationship between an older woman and a younger man, or it could be two separate people. Like I said, place it where it resonates. So here's the interesting part: the cards that fell out. The first one that fell out is flowers, and it means happiness. Something has happened recently where you're feeling happy. You may see flowers, want to give flowers. You may have received flowers for happiness. And then the next card that fell out was, guess what? Happiness. So double confirmation that something has happened, maybe between an older woman and a younger man, that has brought in a sense of happiness. Now, this is, with these fortune cards, it's just fortune cards, right? Energy changes. It shifts constantly. It's based on a person's free will, their decisions, the direction of which then the energy shifts. But we've got teardrops, great personal sorrow. So something could happen. I don't feel like, it is a personal sorrow to you, but I feel like it's an external thing that happens where you have sorrow about. It's like you didn't do it, but it's sad, right? And here's the thing. 2 out of 3 cards are literally about happiness. Happiness trumps sorrow, okay? It just does. So whatever this is, it's like you're going to get through it. You're going to get past it. An older woman could come into play, or a younger man, to help you through it or help each other. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. But it's interesting because the song... it's like the song is kind of like, it's bittersweet, right? It's like, we had these memories, we had these things, but now it's scars, and it's like, I can't help you help yourself, but I can say I tried, and I have to move on to happiness, because that's what you're dealing with. It's just, it could be a sorrow, a loss that, you're walking away from, the memories, the scars, that kind of energy. Okay, so what do we have for Aquarius? What is the energy going into Aquarius Celtic Cross, please? Underneath the deck, we have the Hierophant. That is the Hierophant energy, number 5, is change of direction. So you could be like a huge change of direction in some aspect of your life. The Hierophant, he's like the religious leader. And I say religious, it's more religion than it is spiritual. So you could have like a strong religious background. Don't have to, but you could. Rather than it being spiritual. Some of you could be changing that drastically or dramatically as well with the number 5. This also just means like higher levels of ascension. It could mean... dealing with any kind of institutions or higher ends of like organization, CEO, bosses, things like that. Or you could be bossing up, bossing up and dealing, controlling and managing your own empire too. So there's that as well. Higher levels of ascension of any kind. And it's also Taurus energy. So you could have strong Taurus in your chart or be dealing with somebody who does. Take it as it resonates. Okay. What is the main situation for Aquarius, please? What is the main situation for Aquarius? The Hanged Man. So somebody is kind of like stuck. It's interesting. So it fell upright, and then when I picked it, flopped down, and when I picked it up, it was in reverse. So somebody really feels like it's like they feel stuck, but they're about to get unstuck. Yes, strong message. You're stuck, but you're about to get unstuck. You may feel like you've been hanging there for a moment. The Hanged Man, I hate it when other readers, talk about this card negatively, because I actually see it, as a positive type of card. It's somebody who either has been placed in kind of like a proverbial like time out by the universe, or they've put themselves there, and it's so that you can stop, pause, and think about something, look at it from like a different perspective before you then take yourself out of that situation or that mindset and then move forward, And so it's like somebody who like feels like they're stuck in a situation, and so it's like they're sitting there, they're pausing, thinking about how they can get out of this. Now, you've been doing a lot of thinking. This is definitely air energy. It's like, this is like mental prison, stress, fear, worry, guilt, but the Eight of Swords is all about putting yourself in that mindset, but also being able to take yourself out of. And it's the same thing with the Hanged Man. It's just, this is more passionate energy. It could be, passion towards okay, so this is interesting. It could be passionate. I said passionate energy, but then right as I said that, my candle just went out. So it's like a flame has gone out in some type of a passion, maybe in a past relationship or a partnership or something like that. What's crossing this situation? The Queen of Wands. So interesting. So the Queen of Wands is the other woman. So you could be dealing with a third party or another woman in a situation. Could be an older woman with a younger man. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. But she's also very magical. She practices magic. She's known as the witch of the tarot deck with her wand. She could have Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius somewhere in her chart. Or you could, and again, I say she's the queen. It could be a feminine energy in your life somewhere, but it also could be a masculine in his feminine energy. I really feel like I'm speaking about or to a feminine energy, though, Queen of Wands. So this could be like a separate person outside of this situation. She's very powerful. She's very passionate about what she does. Can be very beautiful. Could have tattoos. Okay, what is above the situation in the 5D, the spiritual realm? Like, what's this kind of about? Okay, so somebody, now it's on its side, but this is in this deck, there's two of these cards, and this is in the present/future. Somebody's presently feeling like really tired of a situation. They're almost at the very end of something where they can gather, this is the Nine of Wands, so they can gather one more wand, lay down the burdens, and move forward. Again, it's wands, passion. It could be passion towards a person, romantically or platonically, or it can be passion towards what you're passionate about, work, career, finance, business, passion projects, hobbies and things like that. I love the Wounded Warrior energy because this is somebody who's very wise and knowledgeable because they've been through the ins, the outs, the ups, the downs. They've been through the trenches, right? And so they're knowledgeable, they're experienced. But, like I said, because of all of that, they're freaking tired and they're ready for a break, right? So, there is that too. Okay, so what's below the situation? What's happening in the 3D, in the present? For Aquarius, please. What's below for Aquarius? Thank you. A new start. I love it. So we have full energy. This is taking a leap of faith. Notice how she's smelling a flower, but right behind that flower is a snake, and she's blindfolded but it's like the sun is shining down. The sun is like the happiest card and omen in the tarot. But I mean, granted, this is the Fool card. This is talking like it could be foolish to be taking this leap of faith, right? But 9 times out of 10, this is a pretty positive card. It's like you're taking that chance, taking this leap of faith, and letting that sunshine hit your face again. Could you be bit by this snake? Maybe, maybe not. So, I just heard snake charmer. Somebody could be a snake charmer. Okay, so what is Aquarius walking away from? What is Aquarius walking away from? What is Aquarius walking? That is too much. I'll take the one that flipped upright. It's like a whole stack, y'all. So I'm not even looking at it. What you're walking away from is the Three of Swords. Deceit and heartbreak and sadness. It could be like a sense or feeling of guilt, remorse, regret, anything that breaks your heart, right? It's like swords through your heart. I've got 11:11 on the clock, so it's on my incorrect clock. 11:11 is a twin flame divine soulmate number. I don't think that you're walking away from that. I feel like that has something to do with right now in the present. But somebody could be sad about, whatever, or you were experiencing this sadness, and so what you're walking away from is sadness, which is cool, because then those first two cards that fell, the flowers and the happiness, it's happiness, happiness. What you're walking towards then is happiness. It's like when you're walking away from sadness, you're what? Happy, right? Yeah, because you're just like, fuck it. Taking this leap of faith, I'm moving forward. I'm not worrying about snakes in the grass and things that could be around me. You're probably used to it. You're ready to try something new. Move on with your to move on with your own life, just like the song. Okay, what is Aquarius moving towards? What is Aquarius moving towards, please? Thank you. Nice. Queen of Pentacles upright. This is interesting because in several other readings, and the Death card underneath the deck. That's Scorpio energy. But also death could mean an actual death, but typically it means transformation. Letting go of the old in order to bring in something new. And which is, new beginning, new start. Now, what I was saying, though, is interesting. In several of the other readings, there's been a Queen of Pentacles who's been popping up, but she's been in reverse. I don't think that this has anything to do with those other readings. I'm only saying that, though, because the difference is, like, Queen of Pentacles upright is, I think, she's freaking awesome. She's somebody who's, like, if she has children, she's a great mother who can hold down like home, but also focus and concentrate on business and wealth. And while she may be like interested in material gain and material things and money, obviously, she's very like business oriented, and she can like do it all. She can handle it all. Especially like I'm seeing like Queen of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. If it's like the same person, like that's like very passionate about work, home, family, and cute. And I said passion. There's a picture of a fire right behind the camera right now as I say that. So yeah, this is a very passionate Queen of Pentacles. She could be very beautiful, but she's focused on money, but also very good at house and home, and she's very resourceful as well. Could be or have something to do with Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or just have those placements, either you or them somewhere in their chart. It doesn't have to be, but that's just the sign. Or it could be Scorpio. Yeah, with a lot of strength and a magician, somebody who practices magic. How does Aquarius feel? I'm also feeling like there could be a feminine energy in your world that's about to gain a lot of coin. That's about to become this Queen of Pentacles energy, whether that's you or someone that you're dealing with or moving towards. Okay, so, excuse me. How does Aquarius feel in this situation? How does Aquarius feel in this situation? Like a victor. This is about the truth. Like the Ace of Swords is all about truth. And you are Aquarius. You are an air sign. So it's like, this is like somebody speaking the truth. Somebody becoming victorious. It's also about like justice. You could be helping. It's like you're feeling like this is like the right thing to do. You feel victorious about this. You feel like really good about either this opportunity or situation or the direction that you're taking. That's how you feel. What is the actual situation for Aquarius? What is the actual situation? Yeah. Again, whether this is you or whether this is somebody that you're dealing with, this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is independent. It's an independent feminine energy, so very Queen of Pentacles oriented, right? And again, if she's like a mother or deals with a house home or another king, she's, she can still be very independent, energetically speaking, the way that she handles things, right? But yeah, so the this is like independent. Like I always want to say freedom, but it's this is somebody who they make their own money. They can grow their own garden. They can, what's that Miley Cyrus song? I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hand. Whatever that song is. This is somebody who does that or can do that. Now, do they want a person? Do they, want a mate or, another, person, supporting them or them supporting another person? Who's not to say, right? But it's just that energy of them being able to handle and do everything by themselves. It's a very successful card, successful energy. And that's, again, whether that's yourself or another person, but like somebody is moving towards this energy or towards this person. Okay, what is hopes and fears for Aquarius? What is hopes and fears for Aquarius? What are the hopes and fears for Aquarius? Oh God, I was going to say, you guys always have me worried when it comes to fears. You're also really strong manifestors, and I've said it in a million of your readings in the past, but it's like, don't focus on the stuff that could go wrong. Always focus on the stuff that can go right. That's how you'll manifest the positive things. Otherwise, what you focus on is what you bring into your world. Always remember. We got the Knight of Pentacles. So your hopes and fears, right? This is a hope and it's a fear. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but what it brings with it is like abundance, value, money, success. It just takes forever to get there. So while it could be a hope that it's finally here, it also could be a fear that it's still taking forever. How are you going to manifest it? Positively or negatively? Oh, snap. Sorry. So are you going to look at this as a positive card or a negative card? Let's go with positive. I feel like it could be here. Whatever it is, Aquarius. All right, now let's get a potential outcome. 3 cards, please, for Aquarius. Potential outcome. Okay, potential out. Okay. Okay. This is funny. Underneath the deck, we have the King of Wands. This is somebody who's very passionate. This is like Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. This could be somebody like very passionate, but here's the okay, taking this 2 ways. You, Aquarius, could be like a passionate lover or be dealing with a passionate lover, or this could be somebody from the past, whether this is you or like somebody that you're dealing with. It's like you don't have this to worry about anymore. This is done. It's over. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Whether this is within your energy or somebody else's, you don't have to worry about this. There may be communication, or could have been communication. They could have been like a past lover or something like that. Yeah. But somebody's making a judgment, and there's going to be some type of balance in a situation. Somebody's been feeling like they're in a mental prison. It's interesting. Some of the other cards have also been talking about prison as well. So there's all kinds of weird energy out there. Okay, but the cards that fell out, this is very interesting. So, the first card that fell out is the Devil. And the Devil talks about any kind of toxicity. Okay, so it could be... Excuse me, it's like somebody doesn't want me to say something. You could be, first and foremost, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. This person could be a little bit toxic, could be a little bit upset, could be... but this also could talk about any kind of toxicity, fear, obsession, overeating, overdrinking, drugs, sex, anything like that. Any kind of toxicity. Now, this could be a past energy because it was the first card that fell out. But somebody could be dealing with the Devil, or they could just be dealing with a Capricorn. Then we've got the King of Pentacles energy. So now we have the Queen and the King of Pentacles on the table. I said earlier I saw 1111. That's literally twin flame energy, divine partnership. We've got a match here. And I feel like it's this new person that's coming in. Whether it's an older woman, younger man, we've got a pair here. This could signify this new start. And then we've got the Four of Wands. And this talks about house, home, foundation, like moving in or living with someone. Or it can mean like an actual house, home. It can even mean like a place of work, like a building or something like that. Just a structure, four corners of a structure. But it's a solid foundation. Now, also, this card is also known as the 1111 card too, because 1111 with the 4. It all equals 4. So, if it's not a Capricorn that you're dealing with, I feel like there could be some type of energy where, okay, I get it. So I'm like, this is really interesting. So I see whatever the masculine energy is in this connection, whoever the masculine is, whoever the male energy is, because I feel like I feel like I really am speaking with like a younger man and an older woman type of situation. Whoever the king is in this could, so the King of Pentacles, no matter what, he is, he does really well for himself, makes really great money. He's very loving and loyal and caring, and he likes to take care of everybody around him. Problem is he works all the time. And while it's not necessarily a bad thing, when it's sitting right next to the Devil, that means that, yes, and I'm not saying like super bad, but it's like he can just work all the time, almost to a toxic level. And somebody needs to consider that. Somebody needs to, whether that's yourself or another person, it's like, it's just like be cognizant, be aware. Here's the other thing too. I think that it all has to do with, because of a house, a home, like wanting to make sure there's stability in some situation, whether that's for yourself or for another person. And it's weird because the devil, the devil could be any kind of toxicity from the past. And it's interesting because the King of Pentacles in this situation is like turning his back on that. So just like the song was talking about, like, at least I can say that I tried, but I've got to move on with my own life towards this 1111 house home opportunity or twin flame partnership with my match, with my Queen of Pentacles. Like, that's what you're looking at. Yeah, I feel better about that. So maybe just like, maybe it's a message to be careful not to like work to a toxic level, but what you're moving towards is like 1111 twin flame energy. This could be, if I'm talking to a masculine, this could also be like a very passionate lover. Or this could be like underlying energy or something that's over in another situation. There's going to be smoother communication. Yeah, you've got like a loving relationship coming in. It's like judgment, like you're making the judgment, where you want your soul, what direction you want to take your soul to. It's like it's a relationship that's going to balance equally. You're each going to put, especially the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, they can hold it down on their own, but when they bring it together, it's like creating like a very profitable, very successful empire, And while like you may not even do the same thing, you could, but it's like you support each other and you make it work. Somebody's just been stuck in like a mental prison. But it's going to take off. A whole new cycle. Look, there's the Emperor. Work. Yep. Okay, I'm going to stop. So the King of Wands underneath the deck. Passionate love, passionate, something like that. Okay. We're already at 32 minutes. I'm so sorry, guys. I wanted this to be under 30 minutes, but it just got juicy all of a sudden. It's like when you have like the matches coming up, the Queen of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. You could fear that this is going to be a slow start. I don't feel like it. I feel like that night is coming in with like your reward now. It's finally here. Okay, so we have underneath the deck, Anchorita, solitude. Somebody could be in solitude right now, whether this is you or another person. You're thinking about this. You may be like contemplating what this great personal sorrow is and, how you're going to get past this. But really, you've got a bright outlook in front of you. Very profitable, very abundant, very loving and passionate and stable. It's like the anchor, solitude. It's like going to anchor you, ground you, keep you focused, right? Underneath on top of the deck is what I meant to say, is silent retreat, solitude. Or I'm sorry, this is solitude. This is silence. So this card has come up in 3 other readings too. Silent retreat, this talks about not saying too much, keeping things quiet, at least for a certain amount of time for now is what I meant to say. And especially if you're, going into solitude or just, taking some time to yourself to think things through, based on everything that you know. I believe that like right now like you could be not communicating with somebody right now because you're taking a moment of solitude. You may be like going into, okay, so like the solitude card, it's like she's going into she's holding up a lamp, right? But she's in the darkness, so it's like she's searching for something. You may be like searching for answers, looking at people's profiles, checking in on checking up on someone, doing like spying, like doing some spying, but in solitude, just quietly, like looking at things. Behind that, we've got enchantment, celebration, And my booty, my booty. I always laugh. Um, it's the key. Something is the key. You're finding something worth celebrating. Like you're realizing this is the key. Maybe it's like the key to a house, something like that. But yeah, I feel like, you're spending some time in silence and solitude, being quiet, not saying too much. If this is like a new relationship, you may be keeping it on the DL for a while, and that kind of energy. All right. Something to keep you anchored. Okay, I also just got this King of Pentacles could be a bit of a devil. Okay, first off, you could just have Capricorn somewhere strong in your chart, right? Or they could. But he could be a bit of a toxic devil because he's balancing between two people. He could have two people in mind and he's trying to decide between one and what to do. But that is the great personal sorrow. It's like, in order to move forward towards your true happiness, you have to choose something. You have to choose one thing, right? But what you're walking towards is your match, your Queen of Pentacles, or they are, whoever you're dealing with. Everybody's on different storylines. It's all based on your birth chart. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Bjork. Devour life whole, meaning, eat it all up. Take every opportunity and chance you got. Don't pass by the things that look good, taste good, feel good. If that's what you want more of, eat it up. Organize an orgy with the sky and the sea. Okay, I'm not really saying that you do an orgy or whatever. If that's your thing, though, that's your thing. I'm not going to judge. But optimism is energy. So be optimistic about something. So there's that too. Top of the deck, we've got Janis Joplin. Love her. Love her. Now, Janis Joplin, evolve, but don't compromise. You're all you've got. So it's like, move on, go with the flow. Try to make little changes here and there, but don't compromise your morals, ethics, values, and beliefs. If you feel very strongly about, for instance, say like somebody's monogamous and another person is polyamorous or something like that. I don't know where this is coming from. I was looking at that devil card again, but anyway, it's like evolve if you're open to it, right? But don't compromise your morals, ethics, values, and beliefs if you're not. Stand on your business. Stand on your word, whatever it is. And if a person truly loves you, they're going to honor that, or they'll open up their own mind and potentially evolve or stand on their own ground. It just kind of depends where you're at with that. But you got to be honest. You got to be open. You have to communicate things like this. Then it says the power of love must replace the love of power. Boom. Mic drop. Love that so much. It's like, do everything with love. Doesn't matter about power. I'm looking at this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. It's like they work together. They may have completely separate jobs, but they support each other, and it becomes one of the most successful, abundant type of relationships there is, if they're a match, right? But it looks like, you have that. You're working on house, home, stability, foundation. You are far greater than the sum of your fears. So it's like, don't give in to fear. I know right now somebody's in silence, solitude. They're thinking about something. But you're walking away from the sorrow. You're getting away from that. You're greater than your fears. You've got victory. Like, you feel victorious. You know that this is right. And the actual situation, again, it's very independent energy. Very, not just independent, but successful. You also could be dealing with somebody that has like red hair, or be someone with red hair. All right, Janis Joplin. That's it. Bottom of the deck, Bjork. So feminine energy here. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I like it so much. So make sure that you guys get entered. This is the last chance. You have until the very end of the 29th, 2024 to enter for the free black or pink chill still pipe. You must be 21 years of age or older to enter. And all you have to do is sign up for my newsletter. I have all of that information in the description below this video. If you're interested in a personal reading, if you schedule by the end of today, you get 50% off, and you can schedule anytime in the next week or so in March. What else? As you know, it's Together We Grow. I always enjoy spending this time and energy with you. I look forward to, future readings with you as well. And I hope that you guys really have a beautiful week. It looks amazing ahead of you. So just, you guys stay blessed, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace.